So as we get to the end of this part of Apostle Paul's first letter to the church in Corinth, we get to the root of what is causing all of the messiness: spiritual immaturity. I love the line from Paul in the beginning of chapter 3 of this letter. As long as you grab for what makes you feel good or makes you look important, are you really much different than a babe at the breast, content only when everything's going your way? We can often be like this, can't we? Only content and Christ-like when everything is going our way. The main problem with this is that rarely do things go our way for long. And so with this attitude, or infantile expression, like Paul calls it, we aren't really ever Christ-like to a watching world. Spiritual maturity means that we can pour out our Christ-likeness in all circumstances. When our favorite teacher isn't teaching, when someone cuts us off in traffic, when our teacher gives us an unfair grade, when a family member brings up politics again. In all circumstances, we can be loving, kind, and good to others. But how can we practice this? Well, we have to go to the source of all these things. Prayer is an amazing gift we have, the ability to talk directly with the God of the universe at any moment. Not only that, but in prayer, we can begin to align our hearts with God's heart. We can ask for our actions, our words, and our thoughts to mimic His, for the conviction of the Spirit to point out when we've strayed and need to return to His presence. One of my favorite ways to do this is to pray through the fruit of the Spirit. This is from another writing of Paul's in the New Testament book of Galatians, another early church. In these verses, Paul outlines the fruit that grows from a life connected to Christ. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. Simply praying, God, please give me your joy so that I can reflect it to those around me. Give me your gentleness so that others can see it in me, and so on, can do so much for those moments when your immaturity can take over. I always find this so encouraging, as it is so much easier to return to the spring of these fruits than to muster them up on my own. Give this prayer a try the next time you feel that your reaction, your words, or your attitude might be stemming from a little immaturity.